Hello, guys. This is Shar. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Now, y'all, this quick little video chit chat is about your girl Porsha Williams. Now, I have been away. Y'all, I had a project that was due for school that I completely and totally forgot about. Now, they gave us about 6 weeks to complete this project, just to let you know how much time they estimated the average student would need. So I had to do mine in 3 weeks because I had totally forgot about it. So that's where I've been, y'all. I've been away doing that. Anyway, I's back. And yes, I know it's a whole bunch of stuff that has gone down. Yada, yada, yada. I have been watching, because I remember leaving off saying that I was going to do reviews of Atlanta Housewives, and I have been watching it, but because I've been busy with that damn project, I really didn't have the time to do the commentary. So your girl gonna try to, catch up from like maybe this coming Sunday, okay? But anyway, this short video is simply about Porsha and her stance currently with Shamea. Now, all of you have heard and have read and have seen that it seems like Porsha is a little, she's a little, I don't know, salty, I guess, that Shamea is on the show, in my opinion. They have been knowing each other for years and years and years and years. But, and if you don't know, you got some type of girlfriends or friends or frenemies, whatever you want to call them, that they are okay with you as long as you play in the background to them. Y'all know what I mean? Like, have y'all had one of them before? Because I've had one of them. Real talk. I have had one of them before. Now, the chick I'm talking about, I haven't actually talked to in about maybe 18 years. Give or take anywhere between 15 and 18 years. I haven't talked to mine because I had to let her go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as long as she felt like I was in the background or playing second fiddle to her, she was cool. But, soon as she thought, for whatever reasons why she thought it, for whatever reasons why she might have thought that I was like, for lack of a better way to explaining it, coming up to her level or, right where she is, she started acting funny. She started doing shady stuff. She started talking about me behind my back a little bit. You know how these types of chicks are. Everyone has had them. And if you haven't, you're lucky, okay? And it seems like that's how Porsha is now. I don't know in real life if she's talking about Shamea behind her back. Hasn't really indicated that on the show, but in a way it has. She was kind of talking about her a little sideways when she had the little chit chat with her mom, but her mom really pretty much laid it on, not real thick, but thick enough. You know what I mean? Because her mom told Porsha to go ahead and really look at the dog that's bringing the bone. You know what I mean? The dog in this case was Shamea. And I thought that was a little bold. You know what I mean? Because really, Shamea just said, you know what, girl, when she was talking to Kelly, little Kelly. And I like Kelly. Drop down in the comments and tell me if y'all like Kelly. I actually like Kelly. I started off like on the first and second episode, not really caring for her. But I'm actually liking Kelly. For real. I do. I like Kelly. I don't know why. I just like her vibe. I even like the way she dressed. She's a little short, little something. But, and she's giving Lil' Kim vibes to me for some reason before Lil' Kim changed her look to one of the Michael Jackson siblings. But she does give Lil' Kim vibes to me. But I like her. But anyway, she was just telling Kelly that, you need to talk to Porsha about that. You know what I mean? And get that straight. Hear Porsha's side, hear her out instead of judging her. You know what I mean? It was that type of thing. And if that is your close friend, best friend, y'all been knowing each other since elementary school, middle school, or whatever the case may be, you might always want to kind of give your friend the benefit of the doubt when you hear stuff like that. Like, oh, no, I know she didn't say that about me. And then, in fact, if it turns out that she was dogging you out or played you or something like that, you could be like, oh, damn, really? You know what I mean? But she just assumed, and she kind of took this chick's side, this chick being Kelly, without even knowing Kelly at all. You know what I'm saying? So that was really, really strange to me. And it's giving, she's kind of a little salty that Andy Cohen and them decided to actually bring Shamea on and give her the peach. Because the thing is, now that Shamea is on, we see how Shamea is living, okay? Shamea is on top. You know, and this is like her husband. You know, her husband is well-to-do, clearly, right? But hey, she's married to him. And if they was to get divorced tomorrow, he got to part with some of that. You know, she walking away with something. In the words of Denzel Washington, he leaving with something. She leaving with something, right? So, yeah, Porsha just seems a little, I don't know, jealous, jaded. It's giving that she really didn't want Shamea on the show because she really didn't want people to see how Shamea is really living. And when they see how Shamea is really living, we will see that she is never and has never been a back fiddle to Porsha Williams. Maybe back when y'all was kids, but she certainly is not a back fiddle to you now. Shamea is just as cute. Shamea is talented. She sings, she dance. You know what I'm saying? She can act. I guess that's probably, and now that you think about it, it takes me back to when Porsha was begging Candy to be a part of her play. Because Shamea does all this stuff. I believe Shamea went to school for all these things. I mean, she took classes. Her mom had her in ballet and jazz and tap, I guess, and all these things. Singing lessons, yada, yada, yada. I don't know if Porsha did all that. And, there's no shade to Porsha, but I'm just saying, she kind of want to try to be like, if you could do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? But, anywho. Shamea has had a Facebook page way before she got on the show, right? And it's coming to find out that Porsha has had a Facebook page. A YouTube page. Porsha has had a YouTube page as well. Now, again, I don't know who had one first. I think Shamea had hers first. Or maybe Porsha had hers first. I'm not sure, but they kind of got them. They kind of started them at the same time, right? And I had not been following Shamea on YouTube, so I don't know when her channel actually started to grow. But Porsha then busted up and started being active on her YouTube as well. Okay, now. Last time I checked, Porsha had only like, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 9,000 and some odd followers. Shamea, last time I checked, had 15.9 thousand followers. Now all of a sudden, right here, right now, today, April 10th at about 9 o'clock. I think when you guys see this video, it'll be about 11. It'll be about 10:30 or 11 maybe. At that time, Porsha had 15,000 subscribers. And Shamea had 15,900 subscribers. But when I checked Porsha's YouTube about a week or so ago, she had only had like maybe 9,000 subscribers. And now, as you can see on this photo, she's saying 10,000 subscribers. So she had reached 10,000, I guess, in a day or a few hours or whatever, because she's starting to be active on her YouTube. But if you go to her YouTube, you can see she hadn't really done any videos in a minute. Nor does she have a lot of videos on her YouTube page. So it does show that Shamea probably had her YouTube page for a lot longer, because Shamea does have quite a few videos way before she even got on the show. So it's giving that Porsha just went and jumped and started doing her YouTube all of a sudden, all willy-nilly, because she is seeing that Shamea does her YouTube. And Shamea has had people on her YouTube. Just recently, she had Lil Kelly on there. They was on there making Kelly's signature waffles and whatnot. And, I mean, check her YouTube page out. She's had quite a few people on her YouTube channel with her. So, I don't know. I don't know. I like Porsha, but I don't know. I don't like what she's doing to Shamea. Only because I've experienced this myself with a ex-girlfriend. Like, you know, if you got friends that treating you like this and doing these types of things to you, you don't need enemies. Porsha was fine as long as the world did not know exactly how Shamea was living. Now that the world knows Shamea is living like that, she knows that the world knows that Shamea's not behind you at all. And that's the problem. And that's the problem Porsha is having. And so if you looked at last week's episode, you will see when they was all at Kenya's Kenya Moore hair care event, they weren't even talking really, Shamea and Porsha. Not really. They was kind of standing next to each other in a lot of different scenes, like shoulder to shoulder, but they weren't really interacting. Like Porsha was talking to this person and that person, and Shamea was talking to this one and that one, but they weren't really talking to each other like how they normally used to do. You know, normally when things was happening and going on, they would kind of get together and get in front of each other and start talking and huddling and laughing or all this and that. But now Porsha is seemingly acting as if she's not even there almost. So yeah, it's giving. It's giving, girl, you jealous of Shamea. And that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for Porsha because you're not going to have it all. Some of these chicks kill me. They feel like they going to have it all. And if someone else is on their level, so they think, or right there with them, they got a problem with that. And that's the bold part. You guys drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think Porsha is being shady? Do you think she's a frenemy? Or do you think she's hating on Shamea? I do. I really, truly do. And Shamea, unless it's an act, because, you know, we just starting to get to know Shamea for real. Unless it's an act, Shamea seems like she is so cool and so down to earth. You know what I mean? When you have all these things like houses and cars and things like that, I mean, you know, she's human. So she's probably going to have a moment where she's boasting and feeling herself. You know what I'm saying? It happens, right? But for the most part, at her core, she really seems like she's a cool, down-to-earth person. What do y'all think? Drop down in the comments. I do talk back. Please like the video, subscribe, and until the next time, guys, ciao.